Welcome to Slash Bash, where today I am bringing you another Choosing Beggar Reddit video. In our first story, Body Shop Tales. Repairs cost too much for my free estimate. Let's jump right in. For context, I work in an auto repair shop in the US. The shop at which I currently work is very busy with a 4.8-star rating on Google, and we average $600,000 to $750,000 per month in sales pre-pandemic. Like most businesses, at the height of the pandemic, we lost work and staff, and we had to implement protocols for the safety of our staff. This story starts around November 2020. At the time, we provided customers with free estimates on any repairs they might want done. Most body shops do. One of the protocols we had implemented for the pandemic was that customers weren't allowed to sit inside the shop. If they needed to use the restroom, we still had to check their temperatures, and they were required to wear face masks. Otherwise, they had to call the front office to drop off a vehicle for repairs or to get an estimate. We had 3 estimators, including myself, at the time, and our receptionist would notify us when a customer called for us. When Choosing Beggar, let's call her Karen, called in and said she was outside for an estimate, I came out to meet her and found that she was already upset. "I'm here for an estimate. How long is it going to take?" I told her that it would take about 15 minutes, including the photos I would need to take of her vehicle. 4 corners, VIN, damage, mileage. "That's too long. Why can't I sit inside and wait?" I explained that we cannot allow customers inside to just sit because we are still practicing social distancing. "Well, I have other things to do. Can't you just write my estimate and email it to me, please?" I told her that I didn't mind doing that for her, got her contact info, and even gave her a business card I kept in my pocket. Karen had a 2020 Jeep Cherokee that was damaged on the left front side. She said she hit the garage backing out. She firmly stated that she was not going to get repairs done through her insurance. I confirmed her email address, she left, and before I left work that day, I emailed her a copy of the estimate. Replace the front bumper, replace the headlight and mirror, and repair of the front door and fender. All told, I estimated about $3,600 for the repairs. A couple of days later, the receptionist came to my office and said she had a very upset customer who wanted to speak with me. I thought it was odd that she didn't direct the call to our general manager or the assistant, but of course, I took the call. It was Karen. "I was looking over this estimate for my Jeep and your repair cost is way too high." I reviewed the estimate with her on the phone. Parts alone were around $1,000 altogether, and the rest was paint and body labor. "That is an outright lie. I went to another shop and they quoted me $1,400, and they can get the parts for $400. You're clearly price gouging." I told her that I doubted that quote on the parts was accurate, and told her that her estimate would show I wrote for OEM parts straight from the local dealership. Karen obviously didn't care. Long story short, we went back and forth for 40 minutes about the other shop's quote. Karen said several times, "I know your shop is highly recommended online, and I would rather use your shop, but I could get it done cheaper elsewhere." Even though our shop was doing worse than it was before the pandemic, around $300,000 to $400,000 per month, I let Karen know that she had a right to choose that other shop and that I would not be able to bend on our prices. That should have been it, but no, not Karen. Maybe Karen was feeling extra jolly, but a few more days later, she came to the shop and started knocking on the locked shop door. Since we had started locking the main door, our receptionist had dealt with a number of people who knocked on the door, and her response was the same every time. The receptionist walked up to the door, calmly unlocked it from the inside, and used her body to keep the door only ajar. After talking to Karen, the receptionist came to get me to address Karen. I walked out to Karen's still damaged Jeep. "I know you said you won't budge on the price of that estimate, but I need my Jeep fixed ASAP. The other shops I've talked to can't get me in until January, and this is a brand new Jeep looking like this. I need it fixed ASAP, and I can pay $1,400. How soon can y'all take it?" I told Karen that it would cost at least $3,600, and that we would be able to take in her Jeep as soon as the parts arrived at our shop, so her repairs wouldn't take long. "Y'all don't have the parts already here?" I told her no. "So how long does that take? I'm going out of town for Christmas and New Year's, and I want my car to look brand new again." I told her that we would have to paint the bumper, fender, and door, and that it would take 3 days. 3 days? No, that's unreasonable. First you want to charge me more than double what the other guy would, then you don't have the parts, and now you're keeping my brand new car for 3 days. Are you the manager? I told her no, but I would get him for her. My general manager has more years of experience in body shops than I've been alive for. He's dealt with all types of customers and situations. So when I told him about Karen's situation, he calmly asked for a copy of the estimate, put on his face mask and gloves, and went outside to meet her. They talked very quietly for almost another hour. When Karen left, she was clearly furious from the way she slammed her damaged door and peeled out of our parking lot. The general manager told me before I clocked out that day that he confirmed everything I had told Karen already, and that he wouldn't discount the repair cost even if she was his own wife. When he told Karen that it would be 3 days of repair time, Karen had demanded a loaner vehicle. The general manager told her that we don't provide loaners, and she would have to pay for that out of pocket as well. The general manager said that he told Karen if she didn't want to pay the cost or go through her insurance, there would be nothing further we could do. After that incident, the general manager instituted a new policy of charging an estimate writing fee. It's around the going hourly rate for our labor in our state and serves as a deterrent for future Karens. It's also a great way for customers to pay a deposit for repairs up front. Thankfully, Karen didn't leave us a negative review online anywhere about her experience. Some out-of-pocket repairs are simple, no stress fixes, but this woman, yeesh. I'm glad we didn't take her Jeep. Story number 2, how to get rid of a pool table. My parents bought a move-in ready house that had a pool table in the screen room. None of us really used it. It was a buffet table during Thanksgiving and a gift wrapping station at Christmas, and that's about it. It's a shame too, because this was a high-grade pool table, full-sized, super sturdy, and a set of 6 adult cues and 2 children's cues to boot. So my parents decided to give it away. Free pool table and set of 8 cues, free, pickup only. The first message was from a guy who first asked why it was free, refused to believe that they simply didn't want it, then said he'd take it if they deliver it, and finally called them buttholes when they reminded him it was pickup only. The second guy said he would take it, but then looked up how much it would cost to move a pool table, $800 to $1,200 depending on the company, then demanded they deliver it. Third was a guy who said he would take it, said he was getting friends to move it, said he would be there tomorrow, said he was on his way, said he was an hour out, then never showed up, and never messaged again. Luckily, both my parents work from home, so they didn't lose a day of work. The fourth guy said he'd take it if they deliver, was reminded it was pickup only, then complained that it was too expensive to hire pool table movers, to which my parents replied, "That's why it's free." The fifth and sixth guys were repeats of the fourth, the seventh was a repeat of guy 3, and the eighth a repeat of 4, 5, and 6. After the 8th choosing beggar, my parents got fed up and removed the ad. They considered just taking an axe to it and putting the table out for the garbage truck in pieces, but then Mom got an idea. They looked up pool table movers in the area, found a quote for $950, then put a new ad on Craigslist. Pool table and set of 8 cues, $1,200, free delivery. See where this is going? Within a day, a woman messaged about the pool table, haggled the price down to $1,000, and sent the money via Venmo. My parents then proceeded to take that $1,000, hired the pool table movers for $950, gave them the address to send it to, and gave the movers a $50 tip before they left. And that screen room has never looked better. This is John from Slash Bash. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video and want to be the first to know when the next one drops, subscribe and make sure you click on the notifications bell because that way YouTube will actually show you my videos. We'd love for you to drop a like, share it with your friends, and we will see you in the next one.